Hello my beautiful souls, welcome to another video. Today I have for you a small / medium declutter, some fragrances that unfortunately didn't make the cut and I have to let them go. So if you like declutters and you like to see what I'm letting go and why I'm letting it go, stay tuned. Today we're going to be going through about 10 fragrances that I'm letting go, and I'm going to let you know why I'm letting them go, and maybe that information will be useful for you. But if this is your first time, well, welcome. My name is Moraima. In this channel I share some of my passions such as fragrance, self-care, and decor. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, then consider subscribing and becoming a part of the family. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Every day I see 1, 2, 3, 4 new subscribers, and it really makes my day and it makes my week, and it helps me to push and bring you more content. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It really means the world to me. So let's get started. Some of the fragrances that I want to mention today are no longer in my collection, so I can't show you the physical bottle, but I'll put a little picture here and there in order for you to see which ones I'm talking about. And these are beautiful fragrances that I had really high hopes, but for some reason they didn't work out for me. And the very first one that I want to talk about is Prada La Femme. I wanted to love this fragrance so much, and I ordered it even from the States because I couldn't find it. It was sold out in my area and it was in the middle of lockdown, so I couldn't go to a store. And the bottle is just beautiful. The packaging, impeccable, exactly what I was looking for. The colors, white and gold, glass and leather or imitation leather, it just screamed class. However, for some reason the fragrance pulled really beeswaxy on me. I know that a lot of people experience the clean linen, fresh out of the shower sensation, and that's exactly what I was looking for in that fragrance. Unfortunately, on me, the white yellow flowers pulled through and the beeswax pulled through, and it was really not pleasant. I didn't feel pretty in it, and unfortunately it had to go. And for those who don't know the notes, I'm gonna go ahead and just show them to you real quick so that you have an idea what this fragrance is all about. Floral, tuberose, beeswax, tropical, white floral, woody, animalic, yellow floral, powdery, and honey. Top notes, magnolia, bergamot, and carrot seeds. Middle notes, frangipani, tuberose, ylang ylang, iris, spices. And on the base note, beeswax, vanilla, and vetiver. So on my skin, what was pulling more was the frangipani, the tuberose, the magnolia, and the beeswax, which usually are exactly the notes that I prefer the least. And unfortunately, it was showing up even more. So unfortunately, I had to find it a good home, and it's now gone. This fragrance is another one that I had no problem finding at a home because it's a relatively new fragrance and it's a very well-loved fragrance. And as a matter of fact, I love the OG. I've had every single product from the OG, and I didn't think I was not gonna like it. As a matter of fact, I was excited because it was the intense version. And the one I'm speaking about is Coco Mademoiselle Intense. I don't know what happened. I love Coco Mademoiselle. I have their shower gel and solid perfume and lotion and the perfume. So to me, to have the same perfume in a much more intense version was like incredible. Yes, give it to me. So I went ahead and bought it, and for some reason it didn't live up to the expectation. There was something in it that was pulling a little bit stronger on me, and it was less pleasant than the regular OG. I don't know if it was the patchouli or the lamdamen, something like that, but it just didn't work out. So real quick, for those who don't know the notes of the Coco Mademoiselle Intense, we have on the main accords citrus, vanilla, patchouli, sweet, woody, amber, warm, spicy, balsamic, rose, and fruity. And for the notes, on the top notes, we have Sicilian orange, Calabrian bergamot, lemon. On the middle notes, rose, fruity, and jasmine. On the base notes, the patchouli, tonka bean, Madagascar vanilla, laudanum, and white musk. Quite a mouthful. So unfortunately, like I said, I wanted to love it so bad. I was so looking forward for this particular fragrance because I wanted my Coco Mademoiselle, but extremely projecting strong, the long-lasting version for what I've known to love for years and years. I've been using Coco Mademoiselle for over 15 years, but for some reason it disappointed and it didn't work out for me. The next one is a super affordable fragrance that I have heard all over YouTube talk about, and it has incredible notes that I was so looking forward to experience this fragrance, and I don't really know why I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it, it's that I don't find that is as incredible as I perceived it to be. And this is Rebel Floor by Rihanna. I mean, packaging wise is a nice bottle. I think it looks like, it reminds me a lot of like a genie bottle. Back in the day when I was a kid, I used to watch a show with a genie that would come out of the bottle. And I mean, it's not bad. Like I said, it's I've seen worse, but at the end of the day, it's a celebrity perfume. You're not expecting much. And It's supposed to be a very casual, fruity, tropical scent, and that's what I was looking for, something that would be tropical, fruity during the day that I can wear. But as my collection is growing, I'm getting a lot of heavy hitters that are definitely giving a run for its money to less performing type fragrances. I mean, it's really nice, but it's tropical, it's fruity, it's sweet. It still has that little celebrity DNA that you know that it's a perfume, that it smells good, but it's gonna last you probably 30 minutes or maybe an hour. I mean, it's a really good, affordable scent. It's considered a chypre fruity, and it's something that definitely, if you want to have something grab and go and still smell good, then definitely this is going to be a good one for you. So now I'm changing my mind. I don't know if I want to get rid of it. I don't know, it's really nice. Let's take a look at the notes. I think this is the only one that I might change my mind on. So on the main, of course, we have fruity, sweet, vanilla, coconut, powdery, patchouli, musky, woody, lactonic, and amber. You see all these notes, I really like them. I'm not crazy about patchouli, but you know, sometimes when well blended and it's like hidden in the background, it definitely helps a fragrance to have a better longevity. So it's really, really useful. On the notes, we have top notes, peach, plum, and red berries. Middle notes, coconut, tuberose, hibiscus, and violet. On the base notes, we have vanilla, patchouli, musk, and amber. It's a really good combination of notes, and there's absolutely no reason why I shouldn't like it. Maybe it's just the fact of the performance thing, where if I have a fragrance like that and it's going to occupy a particular space in my little drawer where my fragrances are going to be, I want it to just perform. But you can't have beast modes in every single fragrance. So I am not 100% sure if I'm gonna get rid of it. If you have it, let me know down in the comments. What do you think? Does it last on you? Should I give it another chance? I don't know. This is gonna be in the maybe pile. I was 100% sure when I started that video that it was going, but now I'm kind of changing my mind. Up next, we're gonna talk about 4 fragrances that are all from the same house, and for some reason they didn't work out for me. And I know I did a recent video where I spoke about a little review about how I felt on them, and it was a little bit of a disappointment. They were all blind bought, again, because we're coming out of lockdown. We didn't have anything open. So a lot of these fragrances, I had no choice but to get them while I had no idea what the scent profile was, besides the notes that you would find online. And the first one is Miss Charming by Juliette Has a Gun. Again, this fragrance, its packaging is a typical Juliette Has a Gun, the weighted glass bottle with the really nice cap. And to me, it's just something that I don't really know when to wear it. I don't really know what is the best time, what occasion I would wear it with. I think it develops kind of funky and a little bit vintagey on me. I don't know why, but it almost smells like a cheap fruity liqueur that has been aged, and it's just not in the best way. There's like aged, refined liqueurs, and this kind of like went bad. I'm not sure. A lot of people like it, but for some reason it didn't work out on me. Let's just take a look at the notes in case you're curious. On the main accords, it's fruity, rose, musky, sweet, tropical, floral, and fruity. Sounds really nice, right? And on the main notes, we have Moroccan rose, lychee, wild berry, musk, and strawberry. Very, very nice notes, and for some reason it just didn't work out on me. So for that reason, it's going bye-bye. The next one is another one that I may be on the fence. I'm not 100% sure, but it's like 90% it's going, another 10% it might be staying, again because of that coconut note. I love coconut, and it's Sunny Side Up by Juliette Has a Gun. It's beautiful, cute bottle. I just love, like I said on my other video, if you haven't seen it, I will put it over here. But to me, it's just the cutest bottle. The whole combination of the name Sunny Side Up and yellow and white as a bottle, I really, really love. It reminds me of an egg, obviously. It's a nice fragrance. It's a nice coconut that can be used in the summertime. And for some reason, guys, I was counting the other day and I have, I think, over like 22 coconuts. So you've got to start being a little bit more selective when you have so many of the same note. And this is one of the ones that I like the least. I like it, but I like it the least. So it's a great fragrance for summer. It has the coconut. It's a fruity woody, which I think that's where I have a hard time. For me, anything that is coconut and tropical, to have like a woody undertone, it just makes it a little bit harder for me. Let's take a look at the notes real quick, just in case you are curious. We have on the main accords, woody, so that's what we start with: woody, musky, powdery, coconut, vanilla, amber, warm, spicy, and sweet. And for the top notes, we have vanilla absolute, amorous, jasmine. On the middle notes, sandalwood, coconut, orris root, jasmine. On the base notes, iso e super, ambre, and musk. It's a really good combination. I just don't know why the woody scents just come out so brightly on my skin. And when it's hot outside, the last thing I want to smell is like wood or anything that is like heavy like that, because those are notes that I kind of like more for the winter time when it's colder outside. Because at least on my skin, anytime that it's extremely hot outside, high heat, the sun just amplifies whatever is a pleasant or an unpleasant, most of the time an unpleasant scent. So again, I'm a little bit on the fence, but I'm not 100% sure that I am going to keep it. And once again, that was Sunny Side Up by Juliette Has a Gun. Continuing in the Juliette Has a Gun bandwagon, we are talking about, this one is another one that I want to keep. But again, I have other fragrances that give me this particular scent profile, and I don't know that I want to have triples of everything. I love that beautiful bright red bottle. It's a very lipsticky type of scent. This is really nice, guys. I know I'm sounding a little bit contradicting. I'm supposed to get rid of these bottles and I like them all. This is the nature of the game. At the end of the day, you're gonna have fragrances that sometimes you may like, but you're still gonna part ways with it. I love the raspberry lipsticky feel and scent. It's very coquette, it's very feminine, it's very glamorous to me. Every time I smell this, I think of like a beautiful woman getting ready for a show in her beautiful boudoir backstage. Oh, it's beautiful. And it's often compared to Dior Hypnotic Poison and Replica Lipstick On. And you know what? I do have lipstick on, so maybe I should do a little quick comparison to see if it actually does look like it. I'll be right back. And we're back. So here are the two contenders. Let's see if they actually smell the same. And maybe this is gonna help me really find out which one I should keep, or should I really get rid of either one or the other. So let me just put this one over here and I'm going to spray lipstick on. It's such a beautiful bottle. This one is really hard to find. I think it's discontinued. It's one of the reasons why I would keep that one instead of from Juliette Has a Gun, because I can still get this one in case I do change my mind. Okay, a little different. So here I have lipstick on and here I have Juliette Has a Gun. Okay. It's two different types of lipsticks. So you know when you have your shades of nudes and to everyone they seem the same, but to you, you know the difference is the same thing. So this is a much sweeter lipstick. It's a little bit more, it's a lipstick that you know has been infused with either raspberry or strawberry or something like that. This is a more vintagey type of lipstick. I don't know if you remember, if you were anything like me, you were probably looking into your mom's makeup when you were a little girl and just smelling the lipsticks and maybe even putting a little bit on, that little bit waxy smell. I remember that makeup back in the day didn't smell as good as it does today. Makeup today has much more of a pleasing scent than compared to makeup in the 80s or in the 70s. So definitely it's a big difference in the type of lipstick that these two represent. So definitely a lot more vintagey and a lot sweeter. So when would I wear these? This is where my dilemma comes in. At the end of the day, when I'm getting ready to go out for any occasion or for work or a business meeting or anything like that, I don't ever find myself in a situation where I want to smell like a lipstick. And if by any chance I would like to, then I would like it to be a more sweet lipstick versus a more waxy lipstick. So this is almost something that I'm keeping, not necessarily because I'm going to use it. It's more of a collector's item. So again, I'm debating. I know that I want to keep them all, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to keep them all. This one is going to have to go, sadly, because although I love it and I think is a lot sweeter, I just don't feel like there's an occasion for it. Let's take a look real quick at the notes. So we have powdery, sweet vanilla, white floral, woody, fruity, caramel, tuberose, warm, spicy, and balsamic. And on the top notes, we have raspberry, geranium, neroli. On the middle notes, we have tuberose, iris, orange blossom, and jasmine sambac. On the base notes, we have vanilla, caramel, sandalwood, heliotrope, white musk, and patchouli. It's a good one. I think that out of all of the ones of Juliette Has a Gun, between this one and Vanilla Vibe, those are the most interesting to me that I would want to keep. But I had to take a tough decision, and this one is making the chopping block, and it's going. Once again, that was Juliette Has a Gun. And the last one from the house of Juliette Has a Gun is Moscow Mule. This is a molecular fragrance. All Juliette Has a Gun have that little bit of a base and DNA of molecular synthetic type perfumes, but this one even more. This is a citrus aromatic that unfortunately I don't really like the way it develops on my skin. When I smelled it in the store, I thought that I really liked it. I thought it was going to be like a better version or a different version of something like Molecule 1 or Molecule 2. And it didn't turn out to be that. It smells like it says. It's very citrusy and woody, and it's just not something that, I mean, it's fresh. It's definitely fresh. Very citrusy, very aromatic. In the opening, it's very bright, so it lifts your spirit, it lifts your mood, but it stays right there. There's like nothing more to it. So it's a very linear type of fragrance. And it's just like meh. And now that I have it, I just don't think that, I think I have other citruses that can do much better in my collection. Real quick, on the main accords, we have citrus, woody, floral, fresh, musky, warm spicy, green, fresh spicy, and aromatic. Top notes, we have bergamot, lime, and lemon. Middle notes, hedione, ginger, green apple. Base notes, white musk, woody notes, amberwood, and ambrette. So again, as you can see, ginger, all kinds of lemons and limes, and wood. That combination, to me, it doesn't make me feel attractive. It doesn't make me feel fresh. Even when I want to feel the freshest, even when I want to have the most uplifting, bright, citrusy type of scent, I still want to feel feminine, and this doesn't make me feel feminine. So for that reason, Moscow Mule has to go. The next one is another one that I really try to give it a chance. I have heard so many great things, and everything that people said about this fragrance just was really attractive to me, because it felt like a very zen type of fragrance, and I always like to have something like that in my collection. This one is Lalique Amethyst. This is supposed to be a floral fruity with a touch of like greenness, and it does give you that, but for some reason there's something missing. It opens very green. It's almost as if you're sitting in the middle of the garden, and you can almost smell the stems and the leaves also, as well as the flowers and a little bit of fruits. Or if you are in a fruit garden where you have trees with fruits, you can also smell the greenness of the grass and the stems. It's definitely nice, but longevity is very poor. It's a skin scent right away, probably 20 minutes after I've sprayed it, it's already a skin scent. On the main accords, very short, we have fruity, sweet, woody, floral, and rose. And for the notes, black currant, blackberry, blueberry, mulberry, big strawberry. On the middle notes, pepper, peony, rose, ylang ylang. And on the base notes, musk, woody, and bourbon vanilla. Beautiful notes to me, all those fruits. And I don't really know where the greenness is coming from, but you can definitely smell some greenness into this, but then you smell the roses and the fruit, and it's very, very pleasant. The only reason why this one is going is because of the performance. It's not the type of fragrance that to me is worth it to decanting and walking around with, because this would be the type of fragrance that I would wear to go grocery shopping or to go to the pharmacy, or just like to places where I don't really need to walk around with a decant to top it off. So again, Lalique Amethyst is gonna have to go. The next one is a complete opposite from Lalique. This one actually has incredible performance. It's from a house that has the reputation of being beast mode, and rightfully so, because everything they do has incredible longevity, sillage, and projection. And it's from the House of Mancera Musky Garden. I mean, guys, this bottle is so beautiful. I'm so heartbroken I don't like this fragrance. It is gorgeous. I mean, the rose over here, I think this is one of the only bottles from Mancera that actually has some sort of embellishment in the glass. I have other Manceras and they don't have anything like that. And it's obviously your typical screw-on cap, very, very heavy, with the M emblem in the top here. I'm sure that I'll be able to put some sort of video for you guys to see it. To me, the simplicity of this bottle and the class and the black and gold is just gorgeous, and I wanted to love it so much, but for some reason it's not what I wanted. It just pulls very different on me. Again, these are the type of fragrances that often there are blind buys, because we don't have stores where you can actually go, at least not in my area, where you can actually go and have a scent, and the note profiles, they seem like something that I would be interested in. This is supposed to be a floral fruity, but this smells incredibly masculine on me, or just like even from the paper, like I perceive it extremely masculine. And I'm all for androgynous fragrances, but I also want to feel good when I wear the actual fragrance. On the main accords, it says fruity, musky, rose, powdery, sweet, iris. And for the notes, it's a beautiful combination. Again, a beautiful combination of notes. Top notes, cranberry, white peach, citruses. Middle notes, Bulgarian rose, iris, patchouli leaf, Indian jasmine, base notes, white musk, raspberry, blackberry, and amber. I think it's a combination of the patchouli and the musk that are extremely amped up, because it just, none of the fruits, none of the sweetness, nothing comes up in this fragrance for me. I just don't understand. And as you know, once you apply Mancera, you're committed to the fragrance. It projects, it's loud, it's out there. And when you like the fragrance, that's exactly what you wanted to do. But when it's not a pleasant scent, then it's something that there's no way to apply it lightly or to make it work with, or to even layer this with anything else, because it would have to be another powerhouse in order for it to be balanced. So for that reason, I sadly have to let this one go. If any of you have this one and you have Jardin Exclusive, let me know what is the difference between one and the other, because I know I had a tester of Jardin Exclusive and that's what I wanted this one to smell like. So I was expecting this one to smell like that, but now that I don't have that sample anymore, I'm not able to make like a true side-by-side comparison. I love that one much more than I love this one. So, but if you have both, let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? Do they smell alike? Are they completely opposite? But in my book, or what I really was expecting, was for this to smell like Jardin Exclusives. So for that reason, Mancera Musky Garden, gotta go. The next one is actually the most disappointing one of the bunch, because it's the most expensive one. The packaging is outstandingly gorgeous, and the notes are something that I thought I was gonna be head over heels, but for some reason, none of it worked except for the packaging that is beautiful, and that is Erin Amber Musk D'Or. I'm not sure how to say her name. Is it Erin or Erin or something like that? This is the daughter of Estee Lauder. She has her own line of fragrances and home decor. I actually made a full dedicated review of this particular fragrance, so I'll put it in the cards above. But again, I just don't use it. It's not what I thought it would be. I mean, look at this beautiful package. It is just incredible. I don't know if the camera is focusing here. You can see it has a beautiful, beautiful nude stone as a cap. That's what the cap looks like. I think I have some footage. I'm gonna insert it for you. It's very weighted. This is a beautiful, solid gold reflective bottle. And the combination of those nude tones with the gold, it looks great. I don't know why this doesn't work out for me. And it's just, every time I smell it, I always think of the same thing. This reminds me of a super luxurious leather goods boutique. That's what this smells like to me. That beautiful new leather, that buttery smooth leather. So definitely this is not a summertime fragrance. This performs a lot better in the colder weather, fall or winter. Let's take a look at the nose. So on the main accords, we have amber, musky, sweet, floral, coconut, warm, spicy, oud, rose, smoky, and balsamic. And on the top notes, we're starting with coconut, nectar, magnolia, middle notes, May rose, lily of the valley, base notes, benzoin, ambroxan, musk, incense, oud, and praline. I mean, if it would have shined in the coconut and the praline and the rose, it would have been such a beautiful scent. And it's not that it's a bad scent, but it's not what I was expecting. I was expecting something a little bit more sweet. This is very classy, extremely elegant. This says money, money, money. But for the price, I want to be able to use it as much as possible. And this is like a very, when I feel like it, special occasion type scent. Again, it doesn't have any leather, but it smells very leathery. I think it's the incense and the oud combined together. I was expecting some coconut. I don't smell the coconut at all, not even a little bit. So again, I don't know exactly what's going on, and I don't know why it just didn't work out for me. But again, it's such a beautiful bottle. I am so heartbroken because I just wanted to have this on my vanity so much. I mean, I love the shades. I love everything about it. Aesthetically, it's just beautiful. And even if I would like to have in my collection like something that would be very leathery, I could keep that, but not for now. Maybe in the future, but not for now. So once again, that is Erin Amber Musk D'Or. I hope I didn't hurt any hearts out there. If any of these are your favorites, please let me know down below in the comments. Why are they your favorites? How do they perform on you? Let's keep in mind, fragrances are very subjective and they don't all work the same on every skin. And unfortunately, that's just how it is. The way our body and our chemistry is made, it applies differently. Some fragrances are very linear and they work really well with a lot of people, but there are the rare exceptions. And these these fragrances, unfortunately, on me, they don't make me feel the best. So I hope you understand, and thank you so much for joining me in another video. If you haven't subscribed just yet, please join the family. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and join the squad. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And with that being said, I send you all a huge virtual hug. Mwah. Bye-bye. Till the next one.